Overall, inspection of homecoming vehicles has been implemented in several areas. One of which is Banjarnegara, Central Java. The joint team checks all vehicles entering the Banjarnegara area. Now we are together, Afifah.
Even though the homecoming ban will be enforced on the night the 6th May, officers have started to attack the entrance to the Purbalingga area of Central Java. 5 points of isolation are in Karareja, Bukateja, Jompo, Padamara, and Kutabawa. Now, I'm with Miss Dinda. Hello, Miss Dinda. What is this insulation used for?
The concept is to anticipate public health complaints from the Eid homecoming, in which there is already an order from the government to prohibit people from going home for Eid.
And whatever is done in this petition?
All vehicle passengers will be all over his body. If the body temperature is above average, it must the fit following the antigen swab.
Apart from private vehicles, checks are also carried out on public transport passengers. Body temperature checks are carried out to prevent the emergency of COVID-19 cases in the Purbalingga area. The lockdown was carried out until Eid al-Fitri. Purbalingga, Central Java, Afifah reported.
We have also been with our colleagues Gika in Jakarta, who will ask questions to local residents about the prohibition of this year's ad hoc homecoming.
8. We want to go home and stay together, but the government forbade it. Now I'm with Aditya. So, are you going home this year?
If we go home at any time, we can also go back home. But if we go home is same at the moment is missed, and this is only once a year.
What is your response to the ban of going home?
Yes, I really want to go home. Especially last year, I was not going home and I haven't seen my family for a long time. But if the government bans it, then we have to following the government's advice. Don't let us go home instead for carrying illness.
Some question that I can give, I return to Khanaya in studio.
Rather, in the statement of the Coordinating Minister for PNQ Muhajir, FND, there are several facts regarding the prohibition of going home 2021. Here are some facts about the prohibition of going home. Facts on the prohibition of going home for Eid al-2021. 1. Valid May 6 to 7. 2. Applies to the entry community. 3. To control the spread of COVID-19. 4. Supervision in carried out by the National Police. 5. Still get time off. This policy immediately received a pro and contra response from the community. Many consider that this policy needs to be done to control the spread of COVID-19 and is right to relate the mobility of the community usually in places when going home, and it is right that the spread of COVID-19 will not be controlled. Meanwhile, there are some who think that this policy is appropriate. Many residents consider the 2021 homecoming rules unclear the confusion. The government was asked to discuss again the ban on the 2021 homecoming. Okay, following a response from residents on social media, discussed in on Twitter. 1. Usually the second week of Ramadan is ready for homecoming tickets. By the way, it is prohibition to go home, like it is not allowed, and in that going home is also not required. And also the times are specified. If you can go home, you can video call long distance. Okay, last, homecoming is closed, but doors are open to wheels on my country. It's over the news that we can deliver. Stay healthy and comply with healthy protocols. Good afternoon, see you soon.